answer and picks it up, throws to Best. Can he scramble and get there? Jahvid Best, touchdown. And why would anyone doubt whether or not he would get to the end zone?
From Los Angeles, it's Alone with Rome.
Welcome back. My guest is a running back for the Cal Bears. He had 124 total yards and a touchdown in a win over Arizona State Saturday. Jahvid Best is my guest. Jahvid, nice to have you. How are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Doing great, thank you. Not the prettiest win ever, but you went on the road. You were able to grind out a win against Arizona State. You guys haven't had a lot of games like that. What did that win tell you about your team?
It just told me that we all believe that we can win games. I mean, the game was close. We knew it was going to be a four-quarter battle, and they stuck around, and we were able to come out with the win, so it was good for us.
And also, your quarterback, Kevin Riley, took you down the field, set you up for that game-winning field goal in the end. Also, he hasn't been asked to do that very many times since he's been there. What was he like in the huddle during that final drive?
He was calm. I mean, he was telling us just believe, basically. He was confident in what we were doing, and that's something that we practice like once a week throughout the year. So we've been in that situation before at practice. We try to simulate it, so it was good for us, and we just made some plays at the end of the game.
You know, you guys have bounced back with 3 straight wins, and that came after blowout losses to Oregon and USC. Did the team do a little soul-searching after those losses?
Yeah, we did. We had a bye week after those 2 losses, and we just kind of hit the reset button on the season, and then we just had a new mindset. So we came out, and now we got the ball rolling. So we could just hope we can keep it going.
Yeah, that's something. When you hit that reset button, it seems to me if you go through a couple of losses like that, it can do one of 2 things. That can rip a team apart, or it can pull a team closer together.
Yeah.
Is that how it went?
Yeah, definitely. And we definitely didn't want it to rip us apart. So we just all came together, and we started doing things more as a team, and it came out good for us.
Hey, let me talk about the year you're having. You were coming off an enormous year. You were getting some Heisman attention earlier in the season. You've got a lot of football still to be played. Do you think that you can get enough opportunities and enough touches to put yourself back in that Heisman conversation?
I may, but it's really not something I focus on. But if I do, that's great, and if I don't, it's not a big loss for me. I just hope we keep winning, and we get in the season at 10-2, and that would be great for us.
You know, you've got that great fraternity of Cal running backs. Do you kind of keep in contact with some of the guys who came before you, who moved on to the NFL now?
Yeah, I talked to Justin a couple of times, Marshawn a couple of times. Even my fullback from last year, Will Tafu, I talked to him a little bit. And it's just good to know that those guys are still watching us and still giving me advice, even though they've moved on to do greater things.
For instance, Marshawn Lynch, what kind of advice does he give you?
He just tells me to just keep working hard and staying focused. And he says I got a bright future, and he just says remember to stay humble. I mean, hearing advice from those type of guys just means a lot to me. You know,
you had that hip injury your freshman year, and that cost you a few games, and then you had to come back from an elbow injury as well, and then all of a sudden you've got to face these questions about your durability. Jahvid, do you think those questions about durability are fair?
I think there is, but I feel like this year I've done a great job, and hopefully I can keep going strong and answer those questions.
I mean, is there anything you can do about it? I mean, if you get hurt, you get hurt. It's a violent game. Can you do anything to combat that or prevent that?
I mean, it's kind of hard to say, but I mean, the injuries I have, they have been kind of more freak accidents than anything. And I mean, it's just something I just pray about and ask God to watch over me about, and just basically hope that it won't happen again.
And then on top of that, you've gone to the weight room, you bang the weights, you put on some weight.
Yeah.
In your position, you want to put on weight, but it's got to be good weight, right? You got to be careful how you go about that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I put on about 10 pounds, but the main thing that I think about when I'm putting on weight is maintaining my speed, because that's one of my greatest assets. So I just make sure that I put on the right weight and make sure that I still have my speed.
All right, now you played Oregon, you played USC. What did you think about that beatdown that Oregon put on USC?
It kind of surprised me a little bit, but playing both of those teams, they're both really good, and I thought it was going to be a closer game, but Oregon, they execute out there. I mean, they got a great offense, they got a great quarterback, and they're just rolling right now.
You know, it used to be USC and then everybody else in the conference, but Oregon not only beat them, but beat them badly. Do you feel like that the rest of the conference is catching up to USC?
I definitely feel that way. I feel like the Pac-10 conference is one of the best conferences in the world. And across the bar, all the teams are good. I mean, there's no weeks off in the Pac-10. Every team is getting better every year, and the competition is getting crazy. I mean, pretty soon you won't even know who's going to win it before the season even starts.
Now, you had other opportunities coming out of high school. How did you end up at Cal?
Cal was just right in my backyard. I mean, I'm from the Bay Area, and it just felt like home when I came here, so it was an easy decision for me.
What do you think you need to work on and improve upon to get ready to take the next step to play at the next level?
I think everything. I mean, the next level is going to be way more demanding than college. I just got to make sure I'm on my A game when I go to the next level.
All right, Pac-10 football at its best. Jahvid, good to have you on the show. Thanks very much. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next up on the forum, the Yankees are looking to close.